to understand the concept of Krishna, the science of Krishna, the science of soul. Avyaktani bhutani. Some people, they think, oh, initially it was unmanifested, now it is manifested. It means basically, पहले नहीं था, now he is there, अभी है. You see, my age is now around 29, 30. 30 years back, I was not there. Nobody was able to see me. My existence was not there in this world. Here, in the Mumbai or in India. But now, I'm there. I'm being visible. People, they consider that I'm existing. So, people who have a bodily concept of life, people who think I'm not the soul, I'm just the body. I'm just the body. For them, avyaktani, avyakta adini bhutani. Initially, avyakta, adi, beginning, it is avyakta. Nobody was able to see, it is unmanifested. Nothing was there. Avyakta, adi, ani bhutani, all the beings. Vyakta madhyani bharata. All of a sudden, at the date of birth, he came out of the mother's womb. Mother's body, he came out, she came out, the body came out. All of a sudden, madhyani, Vyakta madhyani bharata. And then, once people die, the being die, then death, avyakta nidani eva. Then again he unmanifests. He is not visible. He is buried, he is burnt. The body is burnt. Tatra ka paridevana. So if you just think you are this body, bunch of chemicals, one day it was not there. All of a sudden, madhyani, vyaktani, you are there in between, in middle. Then again at the time of death, you will be gone. So why you are crying? Yes, this is the argument of Arjuna. This is the argument of Krishna to Arjuna. Why you are crying? If you just think you are just a bunch of chemicals, why you are crying? So previous shloka also Krishna was telling like this only. Yes? If you just think you are some bunch of chemicals, why you are crying? Krishna established a fact that we are behind this body. That's why Arjuna is crying. That's why we have emotions. That's why we have feelings. Krishna established this irrevocable fact that yes, we are the spirit soul. We are not some bunch of chemicals. The chemicals cannot produce any emotions. Some people say, why you are crying? The science gives example. Science gives an explanation. Why it is crying? Because there is some chemical getting released in the mind, brain. That's why he is crying. Why somebody is smiling? Oh, there is some other chemical is getting released in the brain. That's why he is smiling. This explanation, doctors, atheistic doctors, people have, modern people have. But all these feelings, emotions are coming because of conditioned soul. The conditioned soul is suffering. Conditioned soul is feeling some kind of sukha, dukkha. That's why the emotions are coming up. The tears are coming in the eyes. So Krishna established this fact that we are not the body, we are spirit soul deep inside this body as a driver. The car cannot harm itself. Car cannot on the lights itself. Car cannot drive itself. There is a need of driver. We need to switch on the lights. We have to press the horn button. Yes. Otherwise it will not do automatically. Nothing works automatically. Even automatic machines needs a operator in the offices. Yes. Krishna established this fact. But he is explaining here the law of conservation, very popularly known in the scientific field, law of conservation. The law of conservation, Prabhupada explains in the purport that this law of conservation of energy works only for matter, body. Anybody knows what is the law of conservation? What is the law of conservation of energy? Anybody knows?
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
One member.
Energy neither be created nor be destroyed.
And then there is another statement. Energy neither be created nor destroyed. There is another statement.
It can be transformed into
Ah.
one form to another form.
Yes, very good. These are the three statements of law of conservation. Energy neither be created nor destroyed. At the same time, this energy gets transformed from one form to another form. For example, if I hit a ball, energy is getting transformed to hitting on a ball. Yes, ball moves. I mean, I'm showing this body, but ball, I'm saying ball. So that ball, when it goes and hits another ball, that then it moves. Law of conservation. But it doesn't get destroyed at one place. At least it will have a repulsion effect. So this is called law of conservation of energy. But we should understand this law of conservation of energy only and only works for the matter, material body, matter. It doesn't work for the soul. Soul is eternal. It doesn't have a neither beginning nor end. It is always ever fresh, ever youthful. This law of conservation of energy works only for body. Prabhupada explains in the purport. He says, there was something called Mahat Tattva. It doesn't have a beginning, it doesn't have an end. It is always there, Mahat Tattva. It is also energy of Krishna. It is called external energy of Krishna. That Mahat Tattva, in the contact with the time, effect of the time, that gets transformed into ether into air. If you see in the purport, Prabhupada writes this statement. He says, from this subtle state of unmanifestation, that is called pradhana, avyakta, pradhana or Mahat Tattva. This is completely material body I am saying. How this material body is created, I am saying this, hear carefully. From the unmanifested form of avyakta, which is called Mahat Tattva, that Mahat Tattva is transformed into pradhana. By the effect of time, then ether is produced. Ether, sky is produced. From ether, air is produced. Then from air, water is produced. From water, earth is produced. On the earth, big skyscrapers, Prabhupada gives example. Big skyscraper building is built. It is existed for some time and again it gets dismantled. So all these skyscraper buildings will go away. Again will mix with air, water, fire, air, earth. So this is existed for some time, this skyscraper building. Similarly, again when it gets destroyed, this skyscraper building, when it gets destroyed, again it goes back to Mahat Tattva. The fire element goes into mixes with fire, again it goes back, earth back to water, again that enters back to fire, again back to air, again back to ether, again back to avyakta, Mahat Tattva. This is the external energy of Krishna. So foolish people, they think soul is getting transformed into body. But no, Matter is different, soul is different. Body is different, Atma is different. The matter is a Bhautika, external energy of Krishna. The spirit soul is internal energy of Krishna. So these foolish people, they think, Avyaktadini Bhutani, oh, initially this soul was unmanifested, now it is manifested in the body, again for some time it is manifested, again it will get unmanifested. No. Soul is different, body is different. Try to understand. Soul is not soul is not getting transformed into body. No. Soul is eternal energy of Krishna, eternal internal energy of Krishna. Body is external energy of Krishna. The external energy of Krishna is getting transformed. The law of conservation of energy works only for the matter, external energy of Krishna. Bhumiraponalo vayu kammano buddhi revachaha. Ahankara mitiyam me binna prakriti rashtadaha. This prakriti gets transformed from one form to another form. The soul is not getting transformed. Soul never gets destroyed. Soul never gets cut into pieces. Soul never goes into any changes. Soul never goes into any changes. It is only body which goes into changes. Body changes the forms. Sometimes, yes, sometimes it was if you see wood, for example, earth. From the earth, nice plant comes up, big tree comes up. From the tree, the wood comes up. That wood can be, sometimes that wood can be used to make chair also. Wood can be used to make a table. That wood can be used to make one bed, cot. Same wood can be used to make a door. Again, when this door gets spoiled, again it becomes a powder. Again it mixes back with the earth. Similarly, this body is made up of Panchabhutas, earth, water, fire, air, ether, at the time of birth. Comes and manifests for some time. Again, when it is destroyed, when we bury this body, again it mixes with the earth element, fire element, air element, water element, it goes and mixes with that. So this avyaktadini bhutani, this is only refers to the body, not to the soul. We should understand this. That's why Prabhupada writes in the second paragraph, he says, if we accept Vedic conclusion as stated in Bhagavad Gita, that these material bodies are perishable, in due course of time, antavanta ime deha nitya shakto sharirinaha, it will get destroyed. But the soul is eternal, nitya shakta sharirinaha. And we must remember that always the body is like a dress. Again, body, cloth. Just like another example I am giving. I gave an example of wood, I am giving an example of cloth. This cotton, it comes up from the earth. We prepare cloth for it, from it, and if it gets torn, we throw it. Again, it mixes back with the earth. So that's why we should understand the material body has no factual existence in relationship with the spirit soul. Soul is eternal. The material body only, it takes birth, manifests for some time and unmanifests. This statement is very important. Can you highlight this statement? Prabhupada writes, the Vedic wisdom encourages the self-realization on the basis of non-existence of the material body. So sometimes this material body, avyakta, in the beginning it is anavyakta, it gets manifested, vyakta, madhyani, and then it gets unmanifested again. The Vedic wisdom, highlight this statement, the Vedic wisdom encourages self-realization on the basis of non-existence of this material body. We should understand this. Material body doesn't exist, it is just a dream. Prabhupada gives another explanation in the purport. He says, when we sleep, we get sometimes dreams of flying in sky, being in the ocean. Sometimes we get dreams. But when we wake up and see, it is all dream. Similarly, this body, what we are experiencing, this body, it was not there before. It came for some time and it is going, for sure, it is going to die. So non-existence of this material body, this temporary nature of this body should make us understand, yes, I am not this body which is being changed. I am the spirit soul which is everlasting, ever, never changing. So highlight this statement. The Vedic wisdom encourages the self-realization on the basis of non-existence of material body. Therefore, of course, Krishna concludes, whether you think you are the body or whether you think spirit soul, there is no point of lamentation, so you should fight. So, try to understand. There is a similar shloka comes in 7th chapter. When we go to that chapter, that section we will discuss. Krishna says, here in the 2nd chapter, Krishna saying about bhutani, avyaktadini bhutani, about the spirit souls, the jiva. Similarly, he himself says about himself, Krishna himself says about him. 7.24, he says, avyaktam vyaktim apannam. Some foolish people think that I was a avyakta before. Now, I appeared as a Krishna. Avyaktam vyaktim apannam manyate mam abuddhaya. Such people are abuddhaya. They are less intelligent people, foolish people. They don't know param bhavam ajananto mama vyayam anuttamam. Avyaya, avyaya. And avyaya means one who never gets perishable, who is imperishable. Krishna is imperishable. Similarly, the soul is imperishable. Soul never goes into the law of conservation of energy. No. The body which goes into the law of conservation of energy. This law of conservation of energy only works for matter, bhautika prakriti, not the spirit soul. Spirit soul is ever changing. There are some philosophers who say Vivartavada. These are Mayavadis. Of course, in that time also there's such kind of people are there. That's why Krishna is giving this philosophy, is breaking this philosophy. Vaivartavada. Vaivartavada means, people say, hear carefully, Vaivartavada means, foolish people, abuddhaya, they say, oh, Krishna, he transformed himself into Prakriti. Krishna, he became Prakriti. But no, it is not that. This is Vivartavada. But Vaishnava Acharya explains the Shakti Parinamavada. We should defeat this argument with the Shakti Parinamavada. It is not Krishna transforming him to this Prakriti, this material nature. No. Krishna has unlimited energies, Shaktis. That Shaktis are getting Parinama. Similar, just like Krishna has Bhautika Prakriti, he has external energy, internal energy. That external energy is getting manifested into different bodies. Internal energy is getting manifested as spirit souls, Jiva, Atma. We should understand this. So that's why Krishna says, Avyaktam Vyaktim Apannam. Some foolish people say that I was unmanifested before, now I am manifested. No, I am eternally existing. This, of course, Krishna goes on says in that shloka, Bhutva Bhutva Praliyate, this material manifestation, sometimes this whole creation, sometimes it gets created, it maintains for some time, again it gets destroyed. This is the 6 changes we discussed, right? It is whole, throughout this material body is like that. Not just material body, throughout the material creation is like that. It gets created, maintains for some time, produces some byproducts, again it gets destroyed. Yes. So we should understand this principle very carefully. The soul is beyond the body. The body is ever changing. The law of conservation only applies for the body or Prakriti or this material world. The law of conservation doesn't work for Krishna or the spirit soul. Some foolish people think, oh, Krishna initially, yesterday I think Mrugankapur was asking this question. Oh, Krishna appeared as Matsya, then he appeared as tortoise, then Varaha. He's changing his bodies. No. Krishna never changes his bodies. He is eternally presenting in his avatars, in his Vaikuntha Loka. These each forms have eternal forms in Vaikuntha Loka. It is not that he is transforming, he is also changing the bodies. No. Krishna says, Bahunemi Vetitani Janmani Tava Charjuna. Hey Arjun, you have changed many bodies, but I never change my bodies. Krishna never goes through any changes because he is eternally Supreme Personality of Godhead. We, the spirit soul, changes the body. What changes? The body changes, soul doesn't change. We change the bodies, we don't change, we don't get changed. The spirit soul gets, it changes the bodies, just like we change the dress. But who is getting changed? The body is getting changed, the soul is not getting changed. So Avyakta, Madhyavekta, and then again Avyakta is only for body, material body. Hare Krishna. I hope it's clear. Law of conservation only applies for the body, not to the soul. Soul is transcendental to the manifestation, unmanifestation. Soul is transcendental to this Bhautika Prakriti. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions, comments, devotees? I hope it's a technical subject matter today. Maybe if you have understood, it is very nice. If you have not understood, if you have any questions, you can ask. Vivartavada should be defeated by Shakti Parinamavada. Okay, I don't see any questions. I hope you must have understood. If you have not understood, you can ask me question personally. Thank you very much. We'll end here. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.